Hey guys, this is Ray with DRP Motorsports. Welcome back to my shop. And today we've got another 2020 plus GT500 behind us that got a 3.8 liter Whipple transplant. So let me get the camera turned around and I'll show you how it turned out with this one. All right guys, we got a yellow 2021 GT500. Customer brought the car in all stock. Nothing had been touched on this car. He wanted us to install a 3.8 liter Whipple supercharger upgrade kit on it. So we sold him one and we installed it. You can see it right here. Took the place of the factory supercharger. Outside the standard kit, we did go with ID 1300X fuel injectors so we could run E85. And that's pretty much it, other than adding E85 to the tank and tuning the car accordingly. The results was absolutely amazing. And guys, keep in mind, this car is all stock other than what you see right here. It's got the factory exhaust manifolds on it, factory catalytic converters, factory catback exhaust, you know, no long tube headers, nothing special. Here's how it turned out. So it came in all stock, made 723, 615. When we finalized the tune on it with the 3.8 liter Whipple on E85, we made 1,001 wheel horsepower, 755 torque. The scaling on this RPM axis is actually a little bit off because we're using gear ratio calculation, not actual ignition. So you can add about 400 more RPMs to it. So we actually made 1,001 right at 8,000 RPMs. The factory RPM limit was 7,500. But you can see the difference, 723 to 1,001. And guys, this is on the factory fuel pumps. If you don't know anything about these GT500s from the factory, they come with dual fuel pumps in the tank. They're obviously more than enough for, you know, factory setup. They're more than enough for gasoline with some added boost, but we are testing the limits with this setup on the E85. And I've watched the fuel pressure, I've watched the lambda. I can tell you guys, with this setup, as long as you keep the RPM limit at the factory RPM limit 7,500, you can run this setup all day long. In cooler weather, with maximum boost at 8,000 RPMs or more, it'll start taxing on the fuel pumps a little bit. It still kept the lambda in check, but the fuel pressure was starting to drop a little bit. Instead of being right around 95 to 100, it started dropping back to about 85. Not bad, but you know, that's where we feel safe to leave it. Now, we can install a booster pump on this thing and probably run this thing maxed out all the time and shift it over 8,000 RPMs. That's going to be the customer's choice if he wants to add a booster pump. We haven't added one. There's no booster pump added. It's all stock fuel setup other than the fuel injector. So, guys, this just really shows you the potential of these GT500s with a little better supercharger setup. You know, some people say, well, would you port the factory supercharger or go with a 3.8 liter Whipple? Well, if you port the factory supercharger, pulley it down, yeah, you can make the same power or more, but you're, you know, at a point you were pushing the limits of the factory rotor pack. This 3.8 liter Whipple, keep in mind, 3.8 liter rotor pack, this is the lowest boost setting with this 3.875 pulley, you know, around 15, 16 pounds of boost. This thing's not breaking a sweat. And we could pulley this thing down and go well over, you know, 20, 25 pounds of boost easy. And, you know, with a fuel system and the right size injectors, we could make 1,300 plus wheel horsepower. So there's a tremendous amount of potential on the table with this 3.8 liter Whipple. Like I said, it's not even breaking a sweat at all at this entry boost level. So guys, it is a great option. If you got one of these 2020 plus GT500s, we can sell you a kit, we can install it, we can dyno tune it for you. We've got proven packages, so If we can help you, please let us know. You can email me at ray@drpmotorsports.com or visit drpmotorsports.com and go to the contact page on our website and get up with me that way. Be glad to discuss it with you. As always, guys, thank you for following along. God bless each and every one of you, and we will see you again soon.